Good morning, viewers. We have been discussing various aspects of English language, and today let us discuss the common mistakes committed by non-native speakers like us. Non-native speakers like us usually commit mistakes because we haven't acquired the language, we have learned it. That's why even though we know grammar, we know the usage well, we tend to make mistakes. That happens not to an ordinary student or something, some teacher, but it happens even to the professors of English. They do mistakes sometimes, not all the times, because whenever they're conscious of their sentences, they may use it correctly. Once they are unconscious, they use it unconsciously, they may make mistakes. So let us discuss some mistakes. I'm working as a teacher for 10 years. Here, the problem is present continuous is used to talk about a period of time. For 10 years, we cannot use present continuous for any period of time. So the correct answer is I have been working as a teacher for 10 years. The second one is I have been working as a teacher since a long time. Here, there's no problem with the tense, but the problem with since. Actually, we cannot use since for a period of time like since a long time. Here, the correct answer is I have been working as a teacher for a long time. Suppose if you want to use since, you may say, I have been working as a teacher since 1986. So that is the difference between the use of preposition for and since. Number three, most of the non-native speakers do make these mistakes. Or do you know where does David live? Here, it is an indirect question, but the structure is like two questions. Do you know where does David live? Suppose if you want to ask direct question, you may ask where does David live? But when you begin the question like do you know, you can't use that way. So the correct answer is do you know where David lives? This is also applicable to all indirect sentences, indirect questions, and also even for statements. Suppose you have to say, I know where he lives. You can't say, I know where does he live. This is also you must be very particular about the direct question and also indirect question. And if the sentence has two clauses like I know, that is the main clause. Where he lives is subordinated clause. When there are two clauses, even a statement cannot be inverted. It must be in the sentence order. It should not be in the question order. No. Number four, I had a total or oil bath last night. This all the native speakers laugh at the sentences when they hear such sentences uttered by the native speakers, especially the Indians, because of the influence of mother tongue, we tend to say that I had a total bath or oil bath. But actually, native speakers don't say like this. They say that I had washed my hair last night. They never say that I had a total bath or oil bath. So we must be careful about this sentence when you talk to a non-native speaker. He cannot understand you. What is total bath? What is oil bath? He doesn't understand. Simply say that I washed my hair. The other common mistake we tend to make is do the needful. Whenever we ask somebody to give us a favor, we say do the needful. But actually, no native speakers say like that. They say do what is necessary. Instead of saying do the needful, you have to say do what is necessary. So if you want to be polite, you can say please do what is necessary. The next one is I searched every nook and corner to locate my watch. Most of the non-native speakers, think that nook and corner is correct, but actually native speakers don't say that. They say that nook and cranny. So the correct answer is I searched every nook and cranny to locate my watch. So instead of corner, you have to say cranny. 7. The professor discussed about politics. It is also a very, very common mistake uttered by even the professors of English. Because here the problem is we may talk about politics, but we discuss politics. If you want to use about, please say, yesterday I talked about politics, or yesterday I discussed politics. So this is all. But you can say we had discussion with the principal about politics. Of course, that is a different, but about is not immediately followed by discuss, because discuss is a transitive verb. The next one is my friend entered into my room. It is also a very, very common mistake made by the non-native speakers. We cannot say entered into a room. We have to say my friend entered my room. Of course, you can say my friend entered into an argument with us. When it is an argument, dispute, contract, you can say enter into. But when it is a room, hall, something else, we say entered the room. Suppose you want to use into, you can say he came into my room. Next, I can't cope up with the pressure. Yes, most of the non-native speakers unnecessarily say cope up with. Actually, the correct one is cope with. I can't cope with the pressure. Don't say that cope up with the pressure. 10. I listen to the news. The mistake is he omitted the preposition. Most native speakers, non-native speakers like us, leave the prepositions when they are needed and use when they are not needed. So we have to curb this tendency, and you have to be very careful about using the prepositions. Correct answer is I listen to the news. Thank you very much for watching our channel. Let's meet tomorrow.